Hi guys, Spencer of the Dollars here, welcome back. We're playing some more Clash Royale today. I set a challenge on my Twitter. You had to pick the worst decks in the world, and my clanmates had to do the classic challenge with these decks and win at least once. My verdict on these decks: terrible, they're awful. Now first up we had Willoughby. He had to play this deck from Eric, which was Skeletons, Goblins, Spear Goblins, Fire Spirits, but look what he was up against: Poison Bowler Log. Obviously, he died on his first attempt. He had no chance. So let's join Will on his second attempt, trying to win with the deck we're going to call Goblin Garbage from Eric. So this is Moondog. Moondog has no idea that he's up against a person who is playing a deck from Twitter, which has been classified one of the worst decks in the entire world. Look at how cheap his stuff is. He's got Ice Spirits, Fire Spirits, Arrows, Zap. What are you supposed to do with this nonsense? Well, I guess he does have the advantage that he does have elixir pumps, so he actually started spamming elixir pumps to try and overwhelm his enemy with spamming the crap. And he's not doing that bad. Look, he hasn't been destroyed. As luck would have it, he's up against P.E.K.K.A.s and Giant P.E.K.K.A.s, which actually is not that bad against spammy troops. These P.E.K.K.A.s have no chance. If this person had had a wizard, maybe he'd have been in trouble. He does have a princess, but he's obviously only got one of those, and Will does have arrows. So Will does stand a chance of winning this. Look, he's got 4 elixir pumps out now. This Giant P.E.K.K.A. is going to be a complete waste, because Will can cycle through the spammiest troops in the world and keep these P.E.K.K.A.s at bay. Now, this battle went on forever. Will was determined to win with one of the worst decks in the world, so he kept putting the pumps out against Moondog. He kept dropping his goblins, but of course, how is he going to make the breakthrough? His opponent has arrows, his opponent has a princess. He doesn't really have anything tanky to get through to this tower, and of course, he does have the Mega Minion, which loves to gobble up tiny spammy troops, one at a time, insta hits. So he just kept going. He's not going to give up, and he learned what his opponent was doing. He's got his 5th pump out now, and he started firing the arrows to try and get the princess the second she was dropped, so she didn't get a chance to get rid of his spammy troops. He manages to get up and totally gets up to 6 elixir pumps out in this classic challenge game. I've never looked. There it is, his 6th elixir pump. Finally, he's trying to make a breakthrough. He's ahead on the right-hand side tower. He's stopped with his elixir pumps. He's way into overtime now. There's 1 minute left for him to win this. He keeps losing to the arrows. But as soon as the arrows have gone out, he sends his spammy troops, tries to get the princess quick enough, gets her just in time, and he's onto the tower. Willoughby might win with what is considered by Twitter, or at least Eric from Twitter, to be one of the worst decks in the world. Come on, Will, you can do it. Can you defeat the Twitterati? Can you defeat them? It's 550 on that tower. Come on, he's got so many troops down now. Sending in the Fire Spirits, try and get rid of all the spam. 440. Come on, Will, you've got 50 seconds. You can do this. He knows his opponent has nothing savage to attack him with, like a hog. His opponent just has slow, ponderous P.E.K.K.A.s, which will never make it through all these spammy troops. Will is really pressing on hard. He's fired his arrows. He was a little bit early with those arrows. 280, zaps the tower. Come on, Will, you've got this. You can do it, Will. And Will's tower actually is amazingly unharmed. He's fired his arrows, 162. He's catching the edge of the tower with his arrows every time. Very economical. He's zapped the tower down to 94. All he needs is 1 fire of the arrows. His opponent forlornly fires arrows and he's beaten him. Well done, Willoughby. That's 1 down for Goblin Garbage. Goblin Garbage has won 1 match in a classic challenge. So that deck is not the worst deck in the world. This deck is from Cuddle Bear. Look at this junk. This is Utsav trying to decide which of his nonsense cards to place first. Look how expensive his deck is. Now, we've called this the Please No Horde because Utsav was saying when he saw the deck that he was given, please no horde, because he knew that he was going to have a real problem with the minion horde. He does have a rocket. Nobody wants to have to spend a rocket on a minion horde. Oh, and the 3 musketeers cost so much if you're never going to be able to deploy them in time for a minion horde. But one thing that's going in Utsav's favour, you'll have seen him in my previous videos, he does regularly win tournaments, and he does like the Giant P.E.K.K.A. Although he does like to have different troops around his Giant P.E.K.K.A. other than Expos, Mortars, and Golems. Those are not the best. So he's about to lose his tower. Utsav probably getting pretty frustrated. He's not really used to losing. There's the angry face from Utsav. He's trying to think of what he can possibly do. I think you would assume the only way he could win with this deck is in ×2 elixir. He's got a giant skeleton in there as well. I don't know what his opponent's laughing at. His opponent's laughing and saying thanks for some reason, which I don't rightly know what he's laughing at. Because Utsav still could win this, because Utsav is pretty good at this game. The Browdus has sent a bowler against his golem, which is not the best thing to do, and now it's been distracted, so Utsav's dropped his 3 musketeers in behind. For some reason, Browdus has dropped his lumberjack to try and get that tower, but a complete waste of a rage spell. And look at this, Utsav has taken the tower. Defensive 3 musketeers. Now he's dropped the giant skeleton. This looks like it could be a 3 crown for what is one of the worst decks in the world. Is he going to do it? He certainly is. He's going to get him. Utsav, 3 crowns in the classic challenge with what somebody on Twitter says is the worst deck in the world. Well, let's see how many wins Utsav was actually able to get with this ridiculously expensive deck. Here we go. This is Utsav again against Roger. I guess that's red or something like that. Now, the opponent's deck, he's got a rocket in the opponent's deck. He's got a wizard, which is going to be pretty useless against almost all of Utsav's cards. A wizard against a golem, not very spectacular results. He does have the Royal Giant, so here he goes. He didn't even play it. Did he play it last time? I don't know if he even played it. Defensive Barbarian's pretty good against the Royal Giant, but he's going to counter that with a Mortar, one of the filthiest cards in the game, or at least it used to be. Now it's not very overpowered, doesn't do enough damage really to frustrate anyone, but it's a nice defense against these Barbarians. And because Utsav does have defense, he's got an Expo and a Mortar. Oh, he's fired a rocket at the tower and the Elixir Pump. This guy's going to be furious. The current dirtiest card in the game, the Rocket, has just been deployed right after 2 of the other dirtiest cards, a Mortar and a Royal Giant. Roger is going to be wondering what kind of deck this is that Utsav is trying to win a classic challenge with. He's dropped an Expo! As if it couldn't get any worse, he's dropped an Expo. Oh, he's defending with the Royal Giant. Which one of these wins? I've never really seen this happen before. I never play the Expo, and I rarely play the Royal Giant. Drop the Mega Minion on the Expo. Now comes the Giant Pecker. This is going to take out the Royal Giant, but not before Royal Giant does quite a bit of damage to this tower, I would think. Bowler in behind. Utsav's got no air troops to do anything about these two, but the Giant Pecker does a lot of damage. Both of these are going to be destroyed. Is he going to defend again with the Mortar? No, he's going to defend with his other humongous troop, the Giant Skeleton. I think they're actually going to hack their way through these Barbarians. They've made it through. Another set of Barbarians. This guy mirroring Barbarians. Where did those come from? That's not worked either. 8 Barbarians destroyed by a Giant Pecker and a Giant Larry. And now comes the Royal Giant. This is the filthiest, stupidest deck I think I've ever seen in my life. The Please No Horde deck. He's trying to kill it with he's trying to kill the Royal Giant with a wizard. That'll take quite a bit of time. Tower's nearly down. Utsav is winning again. This deck might win twice. Defending with the 3 Musketeers, that's going to work out pretty good. He might lose his tower here. Can they take it down? Can they take Royal Giant down before it takes tower? Oh, just needed 2 more hits. Now what's he going to do? Oh, he's dropped a Golem in front of his 3 Musketeers, but no, it's the Rocket. How devastating is it when you get a Rocket on your 3 Musketeers? Nobody likes that. He's defending himself again with his Mortar, going to get rid of all these Barbarians. He's going to get this tower on this push. There we go. There's those mirrored Barbarians again. This is craziness. He's trying to defend... Look, he's defending himself with the Giant Larry. This is going to explode and kill all of these Barbarians, however many of them are left. Here they go. Bosh. Utsav wants to go for another tower. He's not interested. He's not going to be happy at just one tower. He wants both. So he's pushing on, trying to get the Royal Giant with the Giant Pecker. Oh, he's sending a rocket. Roger has saved himself with 6 seconds to go. He's drawn level. Come on, Utsav, you can win with this deck. He's dropped the 3 Musketeers on the other side. He's taken the tower down to 598, and he's got a Royal Giant. He's going to do it. He's going to drop the Royal Giant on the other side. One of the most annoying maneuvers in the whole game of Clash Royale, because there's nothing you can do about it, and he's rocketed his tower. That's filthy. That is the filthiest win I've ever seen with the Please No Horde deck. Total wins 2. I've got to tell you guys, he didn't win again after that. So now, it's my turn. Alright guys, so I have lost both of mine. I'm pretty sure I got the worst deck here. Look at this by CJ Clinton. Thinks this is the worst deck possible. I'm going to call this the Crappy Clinton after its creator. Look at my start. Look at my start. What am I supposed to do here? I'm going to have to go stick with the Barb Hut. I don't know how. I'd never use the Expo, guys. I never use it. It's going to fireball my Barb Hut. That actually doesn't do a lot of damage. Sparky. I don't really ever use the Sparky. This is nonsense deck. What am I supposed to do to win? Actually, there probably are plenty of people who could win with this. I get the feeling one of them isn't me. I'm going to try and get his tower, this Expo. Now, the reason I'm putting it in the middle is in case he drops a minion horde, I want it to split up. I'm going to kill his goblins and his wizard with my Expo. Yes! Oh, damn it. All right, I've lost my Expo. I was saying I drop my buildings in the middle in case they have a minion horde, so it splits to either side, because I've got no defense for a minion horde, apart from lightning or 3 musketeers, which both are rubbish. Rubbish! I can kill 3 minions... or I have to save up 9 elixir to defend myself. Well, it doesn't look like he's got a horde. At least I hope he hasn't. Please, no. Alright, I'm going to get rid of this Inferno Tower with these musketeers before it kills my massive P.E.K.K.A. There we go. Okay, they've split up. That's what I needed him to do. Oh, he's fireballed me. Don't want... Oh, and he's got a zap as well. Really? I've got the 3 musketeers and this guy's got fireball zap. On my 3rd effort, you could have given me something a bit easier. My 3 musketeers are now useless. He's going to fireball zap him every time. Alright, what are we going to do about this wizard? Should we Sparky it? Should we use our Sparky now? I'm going to get the Sparky out, because then it means he's already just used his wizard, so this is going to leave us the longest possible time till he gets his ice wizard again, so he can't slow my Sparky down. That's my plan anyway. As a non-Sparky user... What? Why has he got a wizard again already? He's only just used it. Oh... Maybe he placed that a long time ago. I wasn't paying attention. Damn it! Alright, this hasn't gone to plan. He's going to use his miner on my Sparky now. Oh no, he's missed! It's a fail with the miner. He's got to my tower. It doesn't matter. I'm going to have to defend with an Expo. What else can I do? Come on, Expo. Get rid of these wizards. Take the wizards with the Expo. Fireball. Damn, it didn't do too much damage. That's alright. That's alright. Do you know what? I'm feeling good about this. Come on, barbarians. I feel like we might have a chance. I'm going to send my P.E.K.K.A. from the back. I've got slow troops at least. I'm going to send a golem on the other side. I'm just going to try and build up a mass of troops. So many hit points that he doesn't know what to do. Oh, I need another Expo. Get rid of that Inferno before my P.E.K.K.A. gets there. Here we go. Drop my 3 musketeers behind this golem. He's going to fireball zap them, isn't he? I know he is. There goes the fireball. Damn it! Alright, what are we going to do now? Okay. Alright, this looks good. I've managed to get my golem on his tower and I've still got one... Alright, I did have 1 musketeer alive. It's been killed by the miner. Come on, kill it, kill it. I've dropped my Expo on his other tower. I couldn't drop it on the left tower because he's got too many troops in the way, but the right tower, we might do a series of... No, he's dropped his Inferno on me again. I'd have got that tower as well. I'm going to have to drop a barbarian note to stop this swarm of troops. How am I going to stop these? The only thing I've got is a Sparky. Maybe I should have waited for a giant P.E.K.K.A. Maybe this was a mistake. I should have waited for... Come on, P.E.K.K.A, I need elixir. I need to drop a P.E.K.K.A in amongst these troops or I'm doomed. I've nearly got his towers, though. No, he's got me. I had him down to 406 and 900. I could have won that. I'm sure I could have won that. Damn it! The crappy Clinton total wins 0. Oh, guys, I am the one who failed the challenge. But to be honest, guys, I think it's more likely the player than the deck itself. But the crappy Clinton has won the accolade of the world's worst deck from you guys on Twitter. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do like, comment, and subscribe, and share these videos with your friends. Back a little bit later, we're playing some Clash of Clans. The update is out, yes! And we can do some friendly clan wars. So that's what I'm going to be arranging, and we'll have a video a bit later on that. Maybe Lost Phoenix is going to be battling somebody pretty interesting. Guys, until the next time, you take care.
Send everyone!